guys and gals? Russell Payne here for The Vindicator along with Jerry Michalski. And Jerry, it is time now to wrap up the Texas high school football season, at least Liberty County-wise, for the year 2023 with the Vindicators All Liberty County High School Football Team. And this year, we're going to highlight some super talented young men who put it on the display this season on the football field. We'll have 17 members on our offense and defensive team. We'll have 2 members for our special teams, and we will also have Coach of the Year, Utility Player of the Year, and one of these young men is going to be named the Liberty County Player of the Year in high school football. That's all right here. Jerry, what do you think of the season we've just had?
Ups and downs. We had the Holiday Zeta Bobcats getting into the playoffs. Liberty started off slow and then got it going towards the end of the season. Dayton was just the opposite. Dayton got off to a very hot start, and just towards the end of the season just kind of fizzled out. And I think the loss to Willow Ridge at home was the one that just really kind of hurt him. Tarkington and Hardin, I thought, new coaches at each school. And I thought, Toby Belt from Tarkington and Chad Taylor from Hardin both did admirable jobs there. And, of course, when they played each other, just probably one of the best high school football games of the season.
Depending on who you ask.
Well, yeah, that is true, Russell. And then over at Cleveland, Coach Q, they're just, I tell you, they're in one of the toughest 6A districts in the state. And the Cleveland Indians, they took some bumps and bruises, but, Coach Q, he'll get those guys back. And, we'll see how Cleveland does again next year. We have realignment.
Yeah, right.
Coming up in beginning of February?
February. So, best time of every other year that you can have. And
there you go.
We already know there's going to be some dramatic storyline changes for Liberty and for the Dayton Broncos.
Yes.
Those are both coming, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the schools. And Tarkington also bumping up a class to Class 4A.
Yep.
And in fact, I think they're going to take Liberty's place in the Division II.
In Division II, they are, Russell. That is correct.
Congratulations, Tarkington.
Yeah.
West Orange Star, Hampshire Finette, Jasper, and Silsby away.
Yeah, but just don't tell Coach Bell congratulations, okay?
That's right.
Yeah. But anyway, it's an exciting time because what realignment does is it creates some new rivals,
That's right.
And on the other end of that, you lose some of your old rivals. So, but it's exciting because here in Texas, we all love football.
That's right.
And you're not playing the same teams every year in your district. So it's kind of an exciting time for us, and we'll just wait and see what the UIL does.
Absolutely. And we'll see what that does next year. But here in just a minute, we're going to get to our 2023 All Liberty County High School Football Team. And just to let you guys know, this process received input from each head coach from all 6 of our Liberty County schools: Liberty, Dayton, Cleveland, Hardin, Holiday Zeta, and Tarkington. And then we got some input from some of our reporters throughout the season. And then ultimately, it's our fault. So, if you're upset, you're upset with us. But we think we put together a pretty good little team. And, without further ado, let's get to the 2023 Liberty County All Liberty County Football Team.
Yes, sir.
Offensive Team of the Year right here. was our 2023 All Liberty County Football Offensive Team of the Year. Of course, highlighted by quarterback Denham Foster from the Dayton Broncos. Running backs Logan Smith, Nathan Wells, Alex Vallatira, Isaiah Harrison, Anthony Walters, Jason Wycliffe, Zach Bro, Andy Medina, all wide receivers. Donovan Thibodeau, Caden Flowers, Justin Scarborough, Dalton Pritchard, Nolan Kay, Jackson Vander, and Matthew Eubanks, all rounding out the offensive line list. That was 17 of the best offensive players in all of Liberty County for 2023. Again, the list was compiled by help from all the varsity head football coaches across Liberty County, some of our reporters, and myself and Jerry Mahalski making the ultimate decision. Jerry, what are some highlights from some of these young men over the last season?
Wow. I mean, this is a great list. Alex from Liberty, almost 900 yards rushing. I know he had a couple of injuries. Logan Smith, hard running back from Holiday Zeta. Big Nathan Wells getting in there for the Tarkington Longhorns, getting those tough yards. Our receivers, I tell you what, this is a great receiving group we have. Andy Medina from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, every game I saw highlights, and a lot of them had to do with Andy. Zach Bro from Dayton. I get to see those up close and personal. And Zach's he's just a special type of athlete. Anthony Walters for the Hardin Hornets. Coach Taylor's got a good one there, and he's got him back for another year.
That's right.
As does Chris Lackey with Jason Wycliffe from the Liberty Panthers. Jason will be back.
That's right.
And he is a two-way player. Our offensive line, some good players on there. Russell, Donovan Thibodeau from the Dayton Broncos. A couple of Liberty players.
That's right.
Dalton Pritchard and Nolan Kay.
Yeah.
Tarkington with the pair of players, Justin Scarborough and Jackson Vander.
Matthew Eubanks and Caden Flowers from Holiday Zeta.
Yep.
And Caden Flowers is a pretty solid ball player this year for the Bobcats.
Absolutely. Opening up some nice holes for Logan Smith and Chris Soul to run through.
That's right. So this is again, we put a lot of time and effort into it. We were there every Friday night throughout the season, sometimes Thursday nights.
Thursday
night. Kind of
nights.
confusing at the end of the season.
Yeah, it did. Very.
And you know, if you followed us during the Friday night wrap up each week, you know, we were on top of this, and
some long hours,
and it's paying off and getting to recognize these kiddos.
Yes,
for their hard work. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other kids that were on the cusp on this list, right? They were there, and they'll probably be there next year.
Yeah.
Right? And we still have players to go. So your guy may still be on this list. So we'll see as we get to the All Liberty County Defensive Team of the Year. And well, Mike, why don't we talk about it? Let's get to it. Here it is, right here. Jerry is our 2023 All Liberty County High School football defensive team. What a list, a bunch of players, great players that made this list. 17 kiddos, like we said, just like with the offense. A few you couldn't decide, right? Get some
tough decisions, tough decisions. And guys, if your name's not on here, trust me, it's been talked about.
It has. We had a lot of talk, a lot of thought went into this. And, let's start with the defensive line. From Dayton, Quentin Dugat. From Liberty, Keenan Clevenger. From Hardin, Adrian Ibarra. And Ivion Jordan from the Cleveland Indians round out our defensive linemen for 2023.
Yep.
A defensive end, Jake Bottas from Tarkenton. Marcus Jones from Dayton. And at linebacker, Landon Ponton. Because let me tell you, what a season for Hardin's.
Goodness. 118 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. So a big year for head coach Chad Taylor.
Right. No doubt helped lead the way with for Hardin on the defensive side of the ball and leading the way with our linebacker core on the All Liberty County team. Cade Jordan from Liberty joins Landon on that team. Caleb Ramirez from Dayton. Brandon Pitty from Tarkenton. And another Hardin Hornet, Trevor Jones, makes the list. A dominated linebackers core. That's a good sign for the future. Maybe start building around that at Hardin High School.
And Trevor, 69 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks.
That was a tough one.
Wow.
We had some, we had a couple of kiddos that they were right there at the cusp, but those numbers have put him over, and a great job for Trevor and the Hardin Hornets this year. Defensive back. We've got 5 this year. Christian Harrison from Cleveland.
He's a good one.
He's a good one. Jackson Stovall has been a consistent good one for the Tarkenton Longhorns.
Another good one.
Dawson Victorian for Dayton. Jason Wycliffe for the Liberty Panthers. And Dayton's Jakari Cooper round out our defensive backs for 2023 in the All Liberty County High School football
team. The Broncos with 2 of their defensive backs on that list. So Dayton was not an easy team to throw on this year.
No, they were not. Absolutely. And, so we had, of course, just a solid bunch of kiddos across the board. These student athletes represent the best on the field this year for Liberty County, and we were glad to cover them and be a part of it. Jerry, we got to talk about special teams this year, and this year we've selected a kicker and a punter. Here's the thing. Last year we selected a kicker and a punter. And last year's kicker is this year's punter, and last year's punter is this year's kicker. So, congratulations to both of these recipients for being named not once but twice to the All Liberty County High School football team, and now 2 different positions.
Yep.
That's right.
And I can tell you firsthand, Russell, that kickers and punters are a big part of the game. Special teams, it changes field position. It puts points on the board. In practice, they may not be the most popular, but I'm telling you what, when it's game time and it gets underneath the last couple of minutes and it's a 2-point game, hey, they're very important.
Yeah, kickers. Anyway. This year's kicker of the year, Liberty High School's Diego Diaz Ramirez. Again, last year's punter of the year is now this year's kicker of the year. And last year's kicker of the year, Brian Montez from the Dayton Broncos, well, he's the punter of the year. So congratulations to both of you guys. Two-time All Liberty County High School football team selections. And, now they've got one for each of them. So punting and kicking. So pretty awesome. Again, congratulations to you guys as the special teams players of the year on the All Liberty County High School football team. But now we got to talk about 3 superlative awards, right? The Coach of the Year award. This one, of course, comes down to 6 coaches. The pool is always very small to choose from, and there's always a reason to choose. But I know last year our winner was Blake Ware, and what put him over in the end was he was, the one coach in the county that wants to see the playoffs. And, well, that's going to be the case again this year. There's only one school Liberty County made it to the postseason, and that was Holday Zeta. And Coach Randy Birdwell is the 2023 High School Football Coach of the Year for the All Liberty County football team.
Congratulations, Coach Birdwell.
And, well, why don't we listen a little bit from Coach Birdwell right now? Talking now live with Coach Randy Birdwell, the Holday Zeta Bobcats. Congratulations, Coach, for being named the 2023 All Liberty County High School Football Team Coach of the Year.
I want to thank y'all very
Well,
much.
Coach, we're glad you joined us here. And what do you think about the 2023 Bobcats on the field making a return to the playoffs this season?
We were very blessed. Our kids, we were very young. Early in we had a very young team. You kind of see when you saw our district picks and stuff. We played with about 2 seniors all year. We played with a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. Our kids came a long way. Our coaches did a great job getting our kids ready. All of our coaching staff, and our kids did a great job just kind of soaking in, learning as we went. We started off, we had some rough patches early in the season, but I truly can say I think we got better as the season went on. I think our kids did a great job.
Well, we got several kiddos making the team this year on the All Liberty County High School football team. We've got 2 of your offensive linemen, Caden Flowers and Matthew Eubanks, on the squad. We've got running back Logan Smith, and our utility player of the year is going to be none other than Crispin Saul. What's it like coaching that crew?
They're a great group of kids. They are hardworking. They truly, what makes it great is they want to get better all the time. And this is the kind of kids you want to coach. They will play. We always kind of laugh at our size school. Our kids don't come off the field. They just don't. They play offense, defense, special teams, and I can't say enough about any of them. They all do such a great job for us. When I say I talked to Crispin Sal this summer, we had a conversation. He goes, Coach, when am I going to come out of the game? I said, you're going to come out of the game when the refs walk off the field. I said, that's when you come out of the game. And about the first game of the season, he kind of got tired. We were getting in shape. And he looks over at me, and I just shook my head no. And he goes, I don't think he asked me again the rest of the year. He goes, those kids, Crispin, Logan, Kate, and Matthew, they're just kids that they didn't come out of the game. They worked hard and just kept getting better as the year went on. I was very proud of them and the effort they gave.
All right. Well, Coach, it sounds like you guys are going to have another season with a small crew because you're opting to stay in Class 2A next year, from what we've been told, and it's going to be some tough competition.
Yes, sir, but we're excited. We're going to miss, I can promise you, we're going to miss Caden Flowers, Cody Mauser, Teddy Bowden, and our seniors that played for us, but we ended up playing with about 18 kids this year, and we had 2 more who were just practice with us that will play for us next year. So we're bringing about 17 of our 20 kids back in the high school. Our kids are excited. Off-season has been going great before the holidays. They're excited. They kind of saw making the playoffs for us this year was huge because that was our goal at the beginning of the season. We were so young, and our kids were like, hey, Coach, we want to make the playoffs. I said, okay. I said, well, we're going to have to build towards – we're going to have to get better as the year went on. Well, they kind of saw the work they put in and kind of the reward at the end of getting to get into the playoffs. Well, now I feel like our kids are very confident. They are working, and I really think we have see us playing with almost 30 kids next year, whereas this year we played with about 18 all year. So we are our kids are excited, and our coaching staff is too. I'm telling you, they have been working, so I give them all the credit. I'm just happy I was blessed enough to get to coach.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we thank you for joining us, and congratulations again on being named the Coach of the Year in Liberty County.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, y'all have a good one.
You
All
too,
right,
sir.
thank you. All right, Jerry, we've gotten towards the end, getting close to wrapping it up. We've heard from our Coach of the Year, Randy Birdwell, Holdazetta Bobcats, returned to the playoffs this year after an absence a year ago. And, well, why don't we just stay in the Holdazetta area for our Utility Player of the Year? This guy was named Utility Player of the Year last year on the All-Liberty County High School football team. And, well, just like our kicker and punters of the year who came back for a second year, this guy didn't do two positions. He did all of his positions, right? And including kicking, I do believe, this year, right? Or at least doing some extra point duties of some kind. I know. So, anyway, he's probably done it all for the Bobcats. As Coach Bardwell said, when you're going to come off the field, when the referee call. So, in that meantime, he did everything he could, everywhere he could. And that's Crispin Soul, our 2023 high school utility man of the year for Liberty County. And
hey guys, I'm here with Crispin Sewell, running back and safety for the Holdazetta Bobcats. And Crispin finished first team All-District from his safety position and second team running back. That is quite a feat, finishing first and second team on both offense and the defensive side of the ball. And he is also on our all-area Liberty County team. Crispin, so got to ask, safety or running back, which is your favorite position?
I prefer running back. It's more exciting when you have the ball in your hands.
Yep. So let's talk about that for a second. When you get the ball in your hands, you take the hand off. What are you looking for when you're hitting the hole?
I slow down. As soon as I get the ball, I slow down. I look for a hole. Then if I don't know what holes are open, I see one, I just go through it. And even if it's not the play, if I see the hole open, I'm just going to run through it. That's what I look for when I run the ball.
All right. And safety, Crispin, first team All-District, which is quite a feat, and you're a junior, so you have another year coming back. Safety, how many interceptions did you finish with?
I finished the year with one.
Okay.
But all the others were just deflections, or they just didn't throw it.
Gotcha. And on defense, when you're a safety, what are you looking for when the offense comes to the line of scrimmage?
I'm looking for how many receivers are on my side, or a tight end or a wing inside the formation, especially the two receivers and how they're lined up.
Okay, nice. So you're coming back next year and Logan's coming back next year. That should be quite a backfield for the Bobcats.
Yes, it may. I'm going to be playing running back and quarterback next year and switching out between those two for our offense.
And you guys were fairly young this year and did get a playoff spot, and you guys have a lot coming back next year. What's going to be the goal for the Bobcats as a team?
As a team, we need to just work on communication. We are a really good team as like a whole. It's just our communication sometimes is lacking. That's what I need to talk to the team about, is communication and team bonding, because it's not very strong.
Okay, so being a senior, that's going to be your last year. What are some of your personal goals you're going to set for yourself and for the team?
For myself, I'm setting a goal of 1,000 yards as rushing, and as a team, we just need to work better together than what we did this year.
And I know it's early on and we can't really look at your district because realignment's coming up, but what is going to satisfy you? What is your main goal next year?
Making the playoffs.
All right. Well, Jerry, we have seen and met our all offensive team, our all defensive team, our special team players, our coach of the year, our utility player of the year. Now, we promised you that one of these young men was our player of the year. We didn't do this a year ago. We did it this year. This is the first time. And, well, I would say as a sophomore to be named player of the year at any level for any district, area, body of anything, it's a pretty big honor. And to do that, you've got to put on a pretty big show. And the Dayton Broncos saw that show this year from beginning to end with Denham Foster. Denham Foster is our player of the year. Jerry, what do you have to say about Denham?
Well, I tell you, he's just, wow. He's electric on the field. Dual threat guy who has got a great arm. And, he will pick it up and go if he decides to tuck it and run. Denham's not looking for that amount. Denham's coming at you. Pretty good sized kid, great speed. And, I'm telling you what, Denham had some video game-like stats in some of the games this past season. I mean, just incredible what he did on the field.
Absolutely. He put on quite a show. And now he's going to join us right here on this show. Folks, we're going to hear now from Denham Foster, our 2023 All-Liberty County Player of the Year on the high school football field. Denham, congratulations. Congratulations on being named the All-Liberty County Football Player of the Year for 2023.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, man.
Let me ask you, what this is your first time on the varsity this year behind the center, and what do you think about the season and just the experience?
The experience was great, man. Being able to be out there on varsity, man. I dreamed about it since I was a little kid, man. Being out there representing Bronco City and all that, man. It was just a great feeling to be out there, man.
Jerry?
So Denham, obviously we all know you are a dual threat guy. I mean, you are as dangerous with your arm as your legs. Looking at yourself, what do you think makes you a special type of player?
Looking at myself, I think that with my running ability really adds to the passing game, because if you can get down and run and just keep running over a defense, and then they're going to scoot up, and then you just come back there and you just throw it up, man. I think I really got a running ability that I work on and work on my craft, so I really think it's my running ability that sets me from everybody else.
And Denham, just being a sophomore, still 2 more years on the varsity, I mean, this has got to be, you got to be as excited as can be, because, as we all know, Dayton Bronco football around, in Dayton, playing on being a Bronco is a big deal, and you are the one that is leading that team. How special is that for you?
Man, it's very special, man, just to know that everybody's behind your back cheering you on and keep going and stuff, man. It's really exciting, man. I just love my teammates, man. They're really encouraging. I love my coaches. They help me keep going, man. It's just really exciting.
So Denham, I'm gonna throw a question at you. So when you drop back to pass, it's not a designed run. When you're dropping back to pass, when do you know it's time for you to tuck it and run?
Man, when I drop back there and I see everybody go deep, and I see a linebacker, on the other side of the field trying to guard something, I see a lane, man, I just take off from there, man, because I know that I can beat those guys if I feel that I'm better. So when I see that lane, I'll take off, man.
Got you. So with the realignment coming up in the beginning of February, how excited are you as a player to get to see what teams you're going to be facing and what district you're going to be going in?
Man, I'm really excited to see who we're going against. It's probably going to be some pretty tough teams, but I'm ready for the challenge. As always, man, I just hope my teammates are ready. And, man, I'm ready to play some ball.
So let me ask you this. Port Neches Groves, boy, they just made a fantastic run being in you guys' district, knowing that's who y'all played for homecoming, and you sitting there and watching them win a state championship. Did you, just be honest, did you turn into a Port Nature's Groves fan in the playoffs?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, they deserve it, man. Those kids been working hard all summer, and they've been working. It's just, you just get happy to see somebody in your district doing good, man. So I can't hate, but shout out to those guys, man, for doing that thing.
Yeah, very nice. So playing Port Neches, what kind of, and we all know when you go to the reservation, that's just one of those experiences. And, you're probably at least going to have them in Nederland in your district next year, which y'all would go down there. But what kind of environment was it that night when they came down and played y'all for your homecoming and it just being a packed house?
Man, it was like the game I've probably seen before. Like, I dreamed about those games, and, man, the environment was different, man. You heard PNG fans and Dayton fans, and, man, everybody was rooting, man. You felt encouraged. You felt like you could do anything, and everybody was riled up, man. It was just a good game, man. I really loved it.
Yeah. So Denham, let's talk about your season just as a team just for a second. So you guys got off to a hot start, and then just at the wrong time, just things started not going your way. What do y'all have to do to change that and for that not to happen next year?
I think we got to set up our guys for that. If something goes bad, you can't determine the whole game. See, I think our problem was that one thing would happen on the field, and then everybody would get down and get their feelings, and everybody would stop doing what their coach is doing. So I feel like we can get in those uncomfortable situations during practice to build up from there. We're going to be all right.
So, Denham, now you're going to be a junior next year playing. So you will take more of a leadership role. So did you try to take a leadership role this year, or with you being a sophomore, did you just kind of sit back and watch the seniors do their thing?
Well, sophomore, I really didn't really talk as much as I should have been as a sophomore, because those guys are older than me, and I was kind of intimidated because I feel like those guys been there longer than me, so they should know what they're talking about other than a sophomore. But there will for sure be some leadership going on me coming into this next season. Yeah,
and that's the way it should be. You being that you're going to be a junior, you're going to be one of the captains of that team. So is that something that you are going to take charge of?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, for sure. Yes, sir, for sure. We need a voice, and I'm going to be there to be the voice and lead our team to victory.
Well, you've certainly led the Dayton Broncos this season, and, of course, now you lead all of Liberty County as the best player in the entire county this year for 2023. Denham, again, we congratulate you on this big recognition that you're getting here, and we're looking forward to 2 more years of some big things to come. We've seen some other great young quarterbacks in Dayton over the years do some things. That a couple have come to mind of sophomores. I think one, the last one I can think of, I think led us to a state championship game. So,
Mr. Cody Green. So,
yes, sir.
Anyway, so let's say, for me, being an old Bronco, it's good to know that a Bronco led the charge on this Liberty County team, and we thank you and congratulate you.
Congratulations, Denham.
Yes, sir. I thank y'all, man. I thank y'all for having me out here, and I just thank y'all for everything, man.
Absolutely. We look forward to covering you a couple more seasons, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Denham.
All right.
All right. That was Denham Foster, the All-Liberty County Football Player of the Year for 2023 from the Vindicator. And it's going to just about wrap us up, Jerry, as we celebrate our team this year, a great team of young athletes. And, again, congratulations to Denham and all the young men that were named a part of the All-Liberty County High School football team for 2023.